Hi, and welcome to another exciting edition of Scarlet Betch. I'm Jason.
And I'm Anthony.
Today we're going to be talking about a lot of comics. We didn't do an episode last week, so we're like all these back issues to cover, and so we're going to just jump right in there, really quick. Okay.
Alphabetically! With Alpha Flight!
Oh, shoot. Alpha Flight. Yes, alphabetically. I didn't even... Okay, Alpha Flight. Yes! Yay! Big shout out to... I have not really been interested in Chaos War recently, but I've just started picking it up with Alpha Flight, and Alpha Flight really jumped me into the whole Chaos War storyline and got me reading some of the core books in the event, which are actually kind of interesting.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to pick up number 5 because Alpha Flight's going to be in that. But
yeah, exactly.
The
like the God Squad, and like that's kind of interesting, and Hercules, and like yay, and Amadeus Cho, and I'm like, they're all these like, main characters I'm really invested in, and so like I'm kind of like cool with it. But yeah, Alpha Flight was really awesome. We got a lot of North Star, Aurora, Snowbird, like all our favorite like Alpha Flight people from like the 80s and 90s really come back with like a great, a plum. Sad to see Puck isn't joining them, but that, he was
I like New Puck.
I like New Puck.
Daughter.
Yeah, she was cool. And whatever happened to Talisman? Like, what happened to Omega Flight? I don't really understand what happened to them.
I have no idea.
Yeah, but go out and buy it. Yeah, that's fun. So New Mutants is next. Yay!
Yay!
Anthony,
it was amazing. I love it. I remember when Zeb Wells started on this, and I was like, oh, Zeb Wells, he writes weird. Everyone's very violent, and no one likes each other. And now by the end, like, everyone is in love, and I didn't understand that transition. But this storyline, I think, is really paying off, and like he had to go with all the like Necrotia X and this and that, and like because his team is big in tie-ins, like just tying them into everything. But I think it's paying off.
I am really interested in seeing how Karma's powers develop, because like at first it was like, oh, psychic possession, very clean, straightforward, but now she's getting like all these nuances to her powers, and I'm really because like they're really broadening. Yeah,
there was a big development when she was the only resident psychic on Utopia.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because Emma Frost was when she was trapped in her diamond form. I guess the Stepford Cuckoos are written off into Cerebra all the time. They just have a full-time job
now. So moving on, I guess Uncanny X-Men?
Yes, I didn't. Mine's boxed.
Yes, so I typically do not buy Uncanny X-Men, chiefly because Greg Land is the main artist on it. And I hate Greg Land so much, and we've talked about this before, but that I bought this, anyway, even with all the super heroine orgasm power pain thing that goes on with all of
God, and this issue was just so bad.
It was like it felt, I feel dirty reading it, but we do get a good screen time with Anoli, who's all of our favorites. He looks really good in it too. He looks super cute.
Yeah.
And I'm like happy to see him drawn like as like an actual like person and teenager, not some like crazy lizard boy and I'm crazy, And
I mean that's kind of the nice thing about Greg Land's tracing fetish.
Yeah, I mean it is a little photorealistic, so that's fun. We also get some North Star, some Dazzler, which is fun, and Collective Man, who's like my personal favorite because he's so campy and ridiculous. It's a little Red Scare, a little anti-communist, but that's fine. He looks super hot in it too, so I'm like, ooh, okay.
See, that's the other thing. You feel dirty, but it's kind of good dirty.
Well, he should start doing some stuff for Class Comics.
Well, seriously, I mean that's what he's drawing.
Yeah, it really is. And finally,
that's fine.
For shout outs is X-Men Legacy. Would you like to talk about the symphony?
Oh, it's been a long time since I read it. I don't know, I enjoyed the characters. I didn't put it on I boxed it because there were no gay characters. Yeah. But I love the character of Hellion, especially...
Bling is in it for like a split second, but...
Oh, okay. Yeah, well...
Yeah. So it was fun. Artist needs work on proportions. That's my only complaint. But it's a decent storyline, actually. So.
I'm very excited for the storyline because I love Karima, the Omega Sentinel.
Yeah.
Karima?
I don't know.
Sharpender?
Yeah, something. So why don't we start off with the monster issue, Buffy. It's really thick. There's a lot of stuff that they crammed in here. Yeah, very thick. I don't know how many pages this is, but it feels like a lot. So, like, more bang for your buck, but also, what the fuck is George Jante doing? Like,
it's a lot of bang, but not a lot of awesome bang.
Yeah, there's a lot of flash, not very much smolder, and
I have to say, like, I really like the storyline. I hate that magic is going away, but
super sad about magic going away.
But you reminded me that in Frey, that there is no magic. So we've been heading toward that point from whenever Frey was written, which was forever ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. So I guess I have to accept that. But yeah, I like the storyline. I just can't ever tell anyone apart.
Yeah, and I also there's that problem of everyone looking the same and only being able to discern them from eye patches and like hair color. Mm-hmm. Like at some point there's a page where it's supposed to be like Felicia Day's character, like that Slayer that everybody loved, but like the only way that I could I had to look at it like 5 different times to figure out that it was her.
Yeah.
But I also was just kind of I think just the pacing is really off. Like there are all these like there's this big, huge, epic battle outside with all the demons and all the slayers and everyone like like this is like the Come to Jesus moment where everyone's like fighting for their lives and like there'll be a panel with all these slayers fighting demons and then like a dragon flies in and scorches them all and like I feel like you're supposed to be like, oh fuck, this is real, but for me it's just like too much. Like I can't even connect with it. It's just like I don't know.
I don't feel like any of the characters, because I kind of feel like when you want to portray an epic battle, you have a splash page that you work on and make it epic, and it's like 2 pages of fighting.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think that was a problem. Like all of the the fight panels were like really small. They weren't like so it was hard to get a good sense of the scale, especially because you see Amy and Warren in like Paris and everything's fine. Like, wait, isn't the world falling apart right now? Like, I don't understand.
That weirded me out. I was like, what?
Yeah, that was bizarre.
That better be magic, Paris.
Well, Paris is magical. But moving on, I think we want to end this episode on a good note. Batwoman, which was we've been waiting for J.H. Williams to come back. J.H. Williams the third, sorry. J.H. Williams to come back, and the wait has been it's well worth the wait. My goodness, like the artwork, and I really didn't realize. I'm really excited about him like actually writing now, because I don't think he was writing before. It was Greg Rucka.
No, he wasn't at all writing.
And I'm really impressed with his writing. It's really good and well paced, and the entire story is about, I guess, Bruce Wayne coming back, and he's been doing this a lot. Like he did this with Batgirl. He was trying to test her and investigate, and he's doing the same thing to Cat King. But the whole story is told in this sort of parallel storytelling, which I find just really difficult to pull off, and he does it with such that scene with and then
when it ends with the symbol that was awesome, and like it's so well constructed, and you look at it and you're like, technically this is just flawless. Yeah. So, like, lessons learned, go out and buy Batwoman #0, go out and buy Batwoman Elegy, and so, this is your textbook, learn.
Yes, it's so fucking amazing. And just the writing, it's just so sharp and, like, concise, and, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, I hope the writing, because Greg Rucka is an amazing writer, so I hope it continues on that level. But, I mean, this was such a good outing, like, no worry.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was really exciting. So thanks for tuning in to this exciting edition of Scarlet Betch. Make sure you tune in next week for another great issue.